On that note,
oh my goodness.
that note, it's so good. So good to see you. So good to see you all.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. Well, I will say hi. I'm Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hey, you are welcome. So welcome.
You.
Hi, so good to meet you. Finally, finally. We do have a few more people that will be jumping on the Zoom as we go on. So if somebody comes on, they're just coming to meet, to see you, to meet and greet you. But thank you for being available. We totally, totally. So I want to say too, we're streaming on social media live. So definitely this is an audience with Shekinah. Hello to everyone. Hello to everyone around the globe, wherever you are watching from. Thank you. Thank you. This is the C&M Media audience with Shekinah. And I'm Carol Crawford.
And I'm Miles Crawford, and we are C&M Media. And wherever you are tuning in from and watching from globally, thank you very, very much for your time. We are really, really excited about the next hour. Our guests have arrived in the studio, and they are looking absolutely fantastic. We're going to take the opportunity to learn as much as we can about them and take this forward. This will not be the first or last time you'll
definitely
see
not.
lovely girls. Isn't that right, Carol?
That is totally right. Thanks, Miles. So what can I say about our special guests? Well, I think their video will speak more volume than I could. We'd love to see you in action. So Aaron, let's see Shekinah in action first. So please give us a warm welcome. I know we're on Zoom, but a warm welcome to Shekinah. And we're going to see your live video. This is one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you.
On top of the world.
Yay.
It's coming up.
Oh, is this so
days and makes all things new. You're everything I've been searching for, everything that I prayed for. I can't believe I found a love like yours. When I call on you, you're right on time, so I don't have to worry, 'cause you make all things new. You save someone like me in my darkest days. You give me the grace to see another day. All that I can say is thank you for your love.
singing songs. I'd fall asleep in the worship when mumsy brought me along. She'd wake me up in the service and tell me don't do no wrong. Sit there looking all nervous, yeah, that's the life that I'm from. But I stay grateful for all them lessons. I'm in sessions guessing where I would be without all the blessings. It was tough hearing the reverend pray my dad up into heaven, but still we move cause it's legacy that we step in. I just came from Ghana, flew out with all of my brethren. Had to toast to the forefathers, the legends. Sacrifices, progression, put that culture into my message. Way back we were stressing, now it's 12 us as we rested. Man, God is good, gotta thank him way in advance. Cause even when I'm in valleys, he brought me out of the dark. I'm looking back on my life, I've come too far. But God ain't finished yet, so I keep him close to my heart. Man, I'm blessed.
That was awesome.
You officially got the thumbs up from my 12-year-old daughter.
I'm really on top of the world now.
Ella in the house, she's feeling on top of the world.
Amazing.
I'm gonna tell you a story. When I very first found out about you, because how I actually found out about you was a lady who you could see in the other picture there, Carol. Back PR. And on my radio show on London Soul Radio, we planned to do broadcast unsigned, unknown artists who don't usually get played on that platform. Because the soul stage, we broadcast all over the world in globally, but we've also got a sister station in Grenada as well. So that on all the Caribbean islands and everything like that. So we thought it'd be a good idea. So she came up, and I've got to confess, I couldn't pronounce your name properly. I was saying Shekinah. And Carol she'd always recorrect me. So I want to know, my first question to you guys is how you came up with your name.
Oh, it's a good one. Let's find the condensed version.
It's okay. We have time. It's all right.
So, well, I don't know if everyone knows, but we always shared this, that we started doing background vocals for a lot of gospel artists that were coming to London. So through that, we started doing background vocals for an artist, a gospel artist that was in the UK at the time called Sonny Badu. We did vocals for him for like 8 years. Yeah, for about 8 years.
So long.
And through singing with him, we were a much larger group before. So there was like 7 or 8 of us before. And then life happened, people got married, had kids, moved away, all that stuff, and it whittled down to the 3 of us. So that's when we became Shakinah. So it was literally one day, we were ministering on stage, and he literally turned to us and he was like, Shakinah. And we were like, okay. It was like, oh, okay. So like from that day is where the name was birthed. And I think we say this all the time, that we are literally a reflection of God's glory, because God literally used us, even though we were not qualified, even though he could have used better people. But I think that just is a testament to who God is, because he literally takes the foolish things of this world and he literally says, do you know what? I want you to speak my name regardless of what position you have, what status you have, what money you have. I still want you to glorify my name. So we are literally a product of his glory. So yeah, that's just us.
And you know, they always say the best things happen in threes. Do you know,
maybe I did.
Yes.
So, see, I just want to get this straight because I've been battling with a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues. So, if you could introduce yourselves, we're not worried about age right now.
Okay.
If you want to tell us the age,
Okay.
you will inspire the younger generation. All right. So we want to know right from the beginning, the grassroots. What your names. If you want to put the age in there, that'll be a bonus. If not, no problems. But tell us who is where in the pecking order.
Okay. So should we start from the... Oh, wait, okay. Do you know what? This is a bit unconventional, but I'd like you to guess. Why don't you guess?
Yeah.
So you don't have to do the ages. Yeah. You don't have to do the ages, but you can do in terms of the pecking order.
Yes.
Okay, Jo, right, so we've got Joyce Logan on. We've got Joyce Logan on at the moment. Joyce, wow, here we go. So what you're saying is, who do we think is first, second, or third? Oldest, middle, and young. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Joyce.
And then we'll introduce ourselves properly.
Okay, got it. Good. This is good. This is brilliant for the edit as well.
I think I'm muted.
There we are.
Would that be first in terms of older or younger?
First in terms of older.
Older. Huh. Oh my gosh. All of you look so young. I would say the one in the middle would be the oldest. Okay. And oh my God, why did you do this to me?
We love this. We love it.
And the one on the right side would be the youngest. Now I know I'm really wrong, right?
As in me?
No, as in you with the finger up, yes.
Okay. We ready to say?
Yeah.
No. I'm going to have a go. I'm going to have a go. Yeah. Carol?
Well, you know what? Seeing as I just had a birthday 2 days ago, and most people say I don't look my age. So, and I would say the one to my left is
me,
the more seasoned. Yes, the more seasoned. And the one to my far right is the baby of the bunch.
Okay,
Miles. What's your vote?
Let's see your vote.
All right, Ella, who do you think? So you've got so the one in the middle. Where do you think she is? One in the middle.
I think she is the youngest one.
Okay.
And
okay.
Yeah. Right.
Is the this one.
The other.
That's the
that one.
And
then, So Wiggly Fingers just now. See, this is why I needed to get the names first, so we can.
Okay. We can do names.
Okay, let's do names.
So I'm Lisa.
That's Lisa.
I'm Jackie.
And I'm Heaven. So Lisa, Jackie, Heaven.
Okay, got it. Boom. Gonna hit the jackpot right now, guys. So we've got Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jackie. Oh, see, you got 3 different waves there. Lisa, very energetic. Ooh. Yeah. Then you got Jackie in the middle. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
right. That's age related.
Okay.
And then you've got Heaven on the end, quite sprightly. So I reckon you are sitting in your age groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
From oldest to youngest.
I think so. So I'm going to go Heaven oldest, Jackie middle, Lisa youngest.
Okay.
And that's very confident.
Drum roll, please.
So first we've got to say, did anybody get it right?
Not
Did anyone get it right?
No, not altogether.
So nobody got it right.
Nobody got it right.
That's the first thing I said.
Really?
So should we introduce ourselves in terms of age and order?
We'll do oldest to youngest.
All right, let's go.
So
who's going to speak first? It's going to be...
It's me! I'm the oldest!
Yeah.
Jackie.
I said that!
Yeah. Joyce, you did get one right.
Yeah.
So I'm the oldest. I'm 28.
Yeah. Then we have... Who's next? Then we've got...
I've got one right. Please.
Yeah. We've got the sprite of the...
Yay!
I am 26 years old. And then we have the baby.
I'm Nissan. I'm 25 years old.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. That's wonderful.
Excellent.
Great example for your generation. You are a great example for your generation.
Thank you so much.
So you're going to tell us a little bit about yourselves, just maybe something a little personal, a bit about who you are. That would be awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Hi guys. I'm Lisa, 25, the baby of the group. And something interesting about me, I run a PR agency, which I recently started this year, which is something that was really excited, something that I've been working on for quite a while. So yeah, that's me, the PR girl.
What's the name of the agency? Does it have a website?
No website just yet. We just have socials. So it's element_PR. If you guys want to follow. And the A as well. So ELAMENT_PR.
And who do you PR for?
So at the moment, just artists, broadcasters, influencers. That's almost the angle. It's a very new company, so we haven't got a large roster just yet, but we're working on getting some really good acts and individuals on the business. So yeah.
And it's all gospel related.
Not necessarily. It's across the board. Okay. We welcome gospel because not a lot of gospel artists can get represented in the PR and mainstream world. So we definitely are catering to a lot more gospel artists or wanting to have a lot more gospel artists on the business. But yeah, just across the board, to be honest.
Wow. So Carol, I think they'll be interested in a couple of our forthcoming tunes to just sit on the Zoom on the panel.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yes. Yeah. That'll be fun.
Wow.
Awesome.
Aren't you glad you did this?
Well, congratulations on starting your new PR company.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Jackie, the oldest of the group.
That's right, the mummy. She doesn't like us saying it.
Yes, I'm the oldest. I'm 28 years old, and I am a makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist for 8 years, going to 9 years now.
As you can tell.
So,
my face beats.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
So the look is in-house.
It is.
Wonderful. Fantastic.
I tried.
Awesome.
I am Heaven, 26 years old. I am currently in the pastoral side of teaching in a school. So that's me. I love everything about it, and I love everything about Shekinah. So teacher one day and Shekinah one day. That's me.
Every day.
That's a great cross-section.
Yeah, that's a very
good.
Go
ahead, Miles.
I was just going to ask Heaven, you're into teaching. Do you have a certain age bracket that you teach?
So in my school, it's from 11 to 16, so secondary school. But I'm directly close with year 10 at the moment. So that's 14 and 15-year-olds. So that's my direct contact. But as in the pastoral side of teaching, you're basically with all the years. But my direct contact is with the year 10s at the moment. So yeah.
Do you know, this is really interesting because if you look at the elements there, you've got 3 very, very different.
Right, exactly.
That's exactly, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And what actually happens is when you come together as a trio, and this is what I said at the beginning, a trio is very, very powerful. When you come together as a trio, those elements take a sidestep and you fall into your truest forte.
Exactly.
You know? And that's spreading the word through your music and your performance.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Well, we love your living room.
Could I ask a question?
Oh.
Yeah.
Could I ask, this is Joyce. How does one contact Shekinah?
What do you mean?
We don't know if there's a lovely young brother on the line, if he's still here, but
he's not still there. He's not still there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You can share your social media, your website.
Okay.
Can we go? We're gonna hand over to the PR.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I sent a message to you in the chat. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Oh, let me see.
Okay, let's have a look.
Oh, I didn't
the bio. Okay, group and pictures too.
Okay, do you know, we'll screenshot that and we can send that
to our manager.
Yeah, we can send that to our manager to send that to you.
Perfect.
But if you guys want, for now anyway, our socials, Shekinah Sings, SHEKINAH, Sings on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Follow us, check out our videos, and yeah. Thanks.
And in Shekinah Sings, there'll be our email there as well.
Yes, so, as well. So
that's the better way for like sort of like other stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful, great. Thank you for that. Thank you. Shekinah Sings, and they're on Facebook, Instagram, social media, YouTube. And talking about YouTube, we love your living room session.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God, I love those. I love those. So
thank you.
For those unfamiliar, the series is exactly what it sounds like. It's a performance in a living room.
Literally.
In the past, you've performed cover songs and invited other musicians to join you. And you know, you guys have done a wonderful job worshiping and sharing your music. So what inspired this series, and do you plan to continue?
Yes, definitely. What inspired it? What do you think?
Auntie Rona wouldn't let us be great over the time to get some more videos out, but just starting from the
inspiration.
The inspiration behind it was mostly, I think we literally sat down, we said, you know, I think sometimes the purest form of worship is when it's spontaneous and it's like you're able to just strip back, not the glitz and the glam. We're just literally sitting down and just giving that time to God and making the focus on God. And on top of it, we were really very strong about uniting with a lot of artists that are in the UK and around the world. So every time they come into London, we're kind of like, hey, want to do a living room session? So we literally would just like grab who we can. So we had Campus Rush, Book of Faults, Niella, Emmanuel Smith, a lot of artists from the UK. And we literally just came and we sat down and we just said, hey, let's just sit down, worship, and hopefully it will bless somebody where they are. So that's what inspired the living room session. It was very stripped back, spontaneous, and just giving God our all in that moment. So yeah, that was where it came from. So we've got more planned.
Definitely.
But it's coming soon. It's coming. You know, we had to kind of just adjust a little to the new restrictions, but we're coming back. We're coming.
Oh, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. Miles, what do you think?
Well, do you know, I am I'm going to just give you a little insight into something that I'm going to be doing very, very shortly. All right. I'm going to be putting some quick fire questions to you. Right? I'm sitting there thinking, am I going to ask you them as individuals? Now I know your age. Right? Or do I ask you them as a group? But before that is a friend of mine in the business. He's just been knighted, actually, not knighted, but he's just been given an award by the Queen, John Fisher. Do you know John?
Oh yeah.
You know John
yes.
Just a little chat about John, about you, a little bit of background work, and he said, "Wow, those guys have just got a great sound a cappella."
That's a honor.
That's a lovely time to put you on the spot and for us to experience some of this quality a cappella.
Wow.
Firstly, that's an honor. That's an absolute honor. What we gonna do? What should we do? I haven't even got one. Or what would you like us to do? Is there any song in particular you'd like to hear or see?
I think you should choose. I think you should choose a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we come?
Yeah.
Yes.
1, 2. Yeah.
It says it low.
1, 2, 3, and We will overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. We will overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony.
Oh my God. That was awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
So, can you do me a favor? I'm going to record this, right?
All right,
it's my friend's birthday, right?
Yes. All right, we'll do it.
Right. So, can you do happy birthday?
Yes.
Right?
Which one would you like?
We've got a funky version.
Do you want the funky version?
Oh, Ella, which one should we do? Funky or non-funky?
The Stevie.
All right, the funky. She's feeling the funky.
What's your friend's name?
This is my daughter Ella.
Oh.
But no, if you could just leave a gap, then I could just edit the name in anytime it's anyone's birthday.
You are.
But that's why this one, there's no name in it.
Yeah, there's no name.
There's no name in it, so you can repeat it anytime you want, actually. So
I'm loving this. Right. So, what's next?
Oh, should we do that one?
Okay, go on then. We're gonna love this. Okay.
Should we do that one? Okay. 3.
Oh no, but that's not ours. What's this one?
It is your birthday.
No.
Okay. Happy birthday.
No, they want the funky.
Happy birthday to you. 1, 2, 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. 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 To that song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yes.
Oh, that was lovely. That was wonderful. Make anyone's special day even more special.
Oh, thank you.
So listen, you performed on various stages this year due to the pandemic, because we know live performances is limited. We know you have your living room sessions, but we want to reminisce for a moment. Do you recall your favorite performance or performances? Can you share some of your favorite performances, whether they were in the UK, not in the UK, large, small audience? What were some of your favorite performances and who did you perform with?
Okay, I think we have different ones. Yeah. But I think there's a few that I was saying for different reasons. So one of the first, we said we used to sing for an artist called Sonny Badu, and he kind of picked us up when, again, we weren't really qualified. So I remember I was very, very young, and I'm not sure if you remember some time ago, there was there used to be a gospel concert in Wembley Arena, and it was called Oracles, but it was a very, very long time ago. Yeah. So he was billed to perform on that, and we had literally just become his BVs. We have not even really been singing we had been singing with him for about 8 years. We had not really been singing as BVs for a long time at that point when we started, and we did Wembley Arena, and that was just
our first.
It was like wow. It was very, very like wow for us, and it was like just
got thrown in the deep end.
We got thrown in the deep end, but it was just so like again, and that's why we love our name, because it's like, God, this is only God and this is only your glory. But it was one of those. And then I'll go to, do you know what I'm going to say? The other ones. Come on, guys. our best, I can't even put it to it, but our best time. What do you think I'm gonna say? Tour.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we spent time with our brothers, the composers. We went on a tour with them.
Yeah.
That probably wasn't, I wouldn't say it's like the best performances, but it was such great experiences being with family. And we was also young in the industry, so it was like learning. We were so much more grateful for some of the little things. It was just a beautiful time being around family and more family and being able to do what we love. So those are my two faves.
Nice.
Mine would be, I think, probably a more recent one. I would say when we did Called Out Live in Paris.
I knew you were going to say that.
So we went with Called Out Music to Paris, and we opened up for him for his Paris show. And do you know what it is? I think it's just experiencing God's people in another country. It's something different. It's just like they were literally
on fire.
They were lit the whole time. And they had they had literally, I think it's the first time that a lot of them had even heard our music.
Yeah.
And they were so receptive. And I think it's just being able to worship with people and just everyone responding. And I think that's when you just realize that God is not limited to just where you are. No matter where you are, no matter the language barrier, if people feel God in your music, then they will worship with you regardless. So I think that was one of the greatest ones for me. And what else would I say? I would say also just when we did I think it was our second single, I Will Wait, when we first sang it at our home church.
Oh yeah.
That was one of a great feeling for us, because it was just like,
and they knew the words.
I
know I was gonna be your fans. They would be your fans. They just made it down. So
they knew the dance moves in our video.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
I
think those are my favorites.
That was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
For me, I think, to be honest, I think you guys have actually mentioned definitely Wembley Arena, Called Out live in Paris, just the energy and just seeing how receptive they was to us and to the ministry. And I think you guys have said it all. We've been privileged to do some amazing stages, so I think every performance, every ministration has been amazing.
That's great. Thanks for sharing those. Just before I pass it back to Miles for his quick fire questions, I just want to mention that you were up for a MOBO award this year, right? Music of Black Origin. Congratulations on your nomination.
Thank you.
I know Called Out Music nomination, but
so well deserved. So well deserved. Honestly.
So thank you. So well done, ladies. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So I think, Miles, you have some quick fire questions. Before that, I see a question in the chat from Pastor Martin. Pastor Martin is in the US, and he says, you have beautiful voices. Do you have a single or EP available? Or I would say, do you have any upcoming releases? Anything coming up?
PR, baby.
Well, we're working on an EP, working on a body of music. God willing, as Heb said earlier today, if God permits. But we're working on a body of work. So God willing, next year we would have that. But for now, we've got 4 singles on our pages, on streaming.
They can go on your pages on Spotify.
Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, Amazon, all of that. So if you check us out on there, and they're all on our YouTube too, so you can check out our songs there,
including one of the ones that we sang.
Overcome. Nice. And my favorite, On Top of the World.
I
actually first heard that on Howard McCallum's radio show. I was tuning into the show online, and he played it, and it just hit me. Hit me. And I did a big event in October, an International Gospel Music Summit, and that was my opening video. Yes. All right, Miles, I know you have some quick fire questions.
Okay.
Following on from the summit, I saw you on the summit. I thought you were like from Miami or Los Angeles. They're from the UK.
We're from bipolar London.
Whereabouts?
East London girls.
East side of London.
Yeah.
We're south.
Okay.
South London.
Broadway. I live in Seattle now. So.
I
live in
I want to go
and,
with you.
and so I live in Surrey. Oh yes.
Okay.
You've gone to the posher side.
So I'm going to put you on the spot for a while. This is just a bit of playful fun, all right?
Okay, let's go.
Usually I have a bit of music to back this up with, but we're just going to do it like this, right? It'll be great for the edit, right?
Okay.
So I've decided I am going to. This is a segment that I usually do on my radio show when I have a guest. They never know it's coming, and I just ask them these quick fire questions, and it's just a very quick way of finding out a little bit about them that you would never usually find out.
Okay.
But before that, got one question, and it was actually raised by Ella, my daughter, who's sitting next to me.
Oh.
Hey, Boo. Hey, Ella.
You're young, they're young, right? What would a young person want to know?
We got you, Ella.
We got you.
So Ella asks, with all the things that you could like doing or grow up doing, how did you come to like singing?
That's a good one.
That's good. Wow.
Church. It's just church. I think, Ella, that's a really good one. I love that. I think it was just church. That's what it was. We've been born and raised in the church, genuinely, from 0 years old. We've been in the same church now, we can say about 20 years, maybe, or 15, about 15 years. And we first started off in the children's choirs, just because that was the one thing that we normally do. Then we went on to a larger group, which like Jackie was talking about before, Shabbat. Then we went to the youth choirs. And then we that was our service in church. So that's how we got into singing, I'd say. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
Very, very good question. See,
Thank you, Ella.
I'm old. I'd never thought of anything like that. So I know Aaron's listening. And usually I do my quick fire questions on my radio show with a bit of backing music. So Carol, do you mind if I back this with the CNM theme tune music?
Oh, not at all. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Aaron, I know you're listening. I know you're there. I'm going to ask them some quick fire questions. Take your time to answer as a group, all right? Or break it down and answer as individuals.
Okay.
If it requires it. So
okay. No problem.
Quick fire questions. So Aaron, if you've got that the CNM theme tune, we can back this up with that, which will bed their answer. So
wicked.
Whack it out if you can, Aaron, and then let's see where we go. Quick fire questions. If he doesn't put the music on, we'll do it without the music.
We can get started, and he'll follow on with the music. We can get started.
Yeah. All right. So, first of all, quick fire questions on your buzzers now.
And I'm
right.
ready.
So, first question to you: netball or hockey?
Netball.
Yeah.
Netball.
Yeah.
Ella's just got into the Surrey team.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, it's the netball.
Rice as well.
Fish and chips or rice and peas?
Rice and peas.
Rice and peas.
Rice and peas. But it depends. The thing is about that. It depends on, but it's rice and peas.
Yeah, for me, I'm not
rice
really.
And peas. It can't be fish and chips every day.
Jackie likes a fish and chips.
No, but that's only because I don't actually like the kidney beans.
Fair enough.
That's how it is.
So
I don't really like the kidney beans, so I'm just.
So you're gonna be the fish and chips.
But the thing is, it's not really by choice. If I could, I'll choose rice, but just not the peas.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
All right.
So two rice and peas, one fish and chips.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And reluctantly.
We've now established you're from East London, which I didn't know when I read it. But North London or South London?
Ooh. Well, I'm going to say North London. South London, always. Everything.
South, yeah, do you know what, actually? I'm going to go for North. South always wins as well.
Yeah, South always wins.
But And we know a lot of people in North.
Yes.
However, South London's where it's at.
Yeah, it is where it's at.
South London's where it's at. So it's
Just because South is so big.
Yeah.
so big.
Yeah.
That's where our people are. Our people are there.
But North London, we've got a lot of. We're from Ghana, so
A lot of Ghanaians in
our
North London.
Ghanaians we reside in North London.
Yeah.
So we got to big up our people.
So, Aaron, we don't need that music. We don't need that. No, we don't need the music. Right. So, London was the consensus on that one. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Another one. Stairs or lift?
Lifts.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Thank you. Thank you. Why do they stairs when there's a lift?
100%.
Lift.
100%
Lift.
Well, you guys, all three bang on the button lift. All right.
100%.
Here's one. Leggings or skirt?
Ooh, skirt for me.
Leggings for me.
I'm gonna say leggings, but I own more skirts. But leggings. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But leggings irritate my skin sometimes. That's
No,
the
they
reason
don't irritate me. I like leggings.
Yeah.
I like leggings.
I love throwing on the leggings.
I do like it, but they're just very irritating.
Yeah.
For me. But yeah.
Okay, good. We're learning. We're learning lots of things
Yeah.
about it.
They are. These are
Yeah.
Okay, so tall or short?
tall,
In-
honey.
In what?
Because I'm tall, honey.
In general.
In general. The
Yeah.
thing is, I'm small, so I think small people that choose tall and short are they're out of order. So I just any's for me.
We don't really have much of an option when you're tall. So, you know,
true.
I'll stick with my tall people.
I don't mind small. I don't mind tall or small.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what for, though. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't really want my husband to be short,
Yeah.
but I mean, you know.
Okay, so live or recorded?
Live. Oh.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wait, what do you mean?
What do I prefer?
What to listen to? Yeah, live.
And
Or even before, yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Live or
Performing,
recorded.
I'm just worried about what it sounds back when we listen to it live. However, we love
And the
live.
energy for live is just unmatched.
Our worship sessions are live. That is
Yeah,
really good,
yeah.
but then just watching it back is scary. But we'll say
Live.
Yeah, general consensus.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute between you.
Okay.
Words of inspiration for anybody watching this. Go.
Okay, one each.
Words of inspiration. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep consistent. Keep pushing, and God is always with you.
Yes, I'm gonna get it from our song. Waiting on God is such a great thing because on waiting on Him, you develop patience, you develop strength, you develop faith, and I feel like waiting on God can only breed the best results that is for you. So keep waiting on Him, even if it hasn't come yet. It is on the way.
It's coming.
Yes.
I would say, and especially I think it's this year has taught me that, but our ways are not His ways at all. And just don't worry because He's got you. At the end of the day, your Father is the King of Kings. He's the King of Kings.
100%.
And He's your dad. That's someone that He's your dad, He's your friend, He's everything. So just don't worry. It's a hard thing for us to do, but just don't worry because He's got you and He's written it out already. Even whatever you're waiting for, it might not even be the best thing for you. So just don't worry. He's got you. That's what I'd say.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for those words of inspiration. It's always good to hear a word from somebody because we're living in a time where it's just a changing season and we don't know what people are dealing with, what they're going through. And just a nice word, a smile, a word of encouragement lifts up their spirits and helps them to get through another day. So thank you so much.
100%.
Thank you. I have another question for you. We're almost going to have to send you home and say thank you for your time. But we do have another question. Miles? Oh, I thought you were saying. We have another question. So out of all of the parts of being an artist and what that involves and entails, what do you enjoy most? Is it the brainstorming of the music? Is it the recording process? Is it, okay, we're getting ready to release our music, or just the reception by your listeners? What part do you enjoy?
That's a good question.
That's a really good
I
question.
think it's everything, you know. I think you don't realize in the moment that even the situations or the process the processes that can become like tedious or hard. Something like recording music, especially between three of us, there's free opinions, free ideas, free styles, free schedules, and it can get on top of it, can get hard, it can get difficult. But looking back, I don't think there's anything that I would change, because it's all just a part of why we do what we do. If that makes sense. It's a joy to make music, especially with people that you've grown up with. It's a joy to record. It's a joy to even argue. It's a joy to go back to school. Like, I know it sounds mad, but looking back, it's just like all of these things kind of, if it was so straight and so perfect and so smooth sailing, it's a bit boring. Not that it's a bit boring, but yeah, it'll be very routine. But I feel like the ups and downs of being an artist and being a minister, everything that it involves in terms of us growing as individuals, us growing as young ladies, us growing as Christians, all of that combined, that is priceless. Honestly, it's so priceless. 100%. What do you guys think?
I agree. What do you think? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. But I think my two, if I'm gonna choose two favorite places in that, I would say for me it's when the song has come together and you're kind of like listening back and like, wow, what God, well, okay then. That's definitely number one for me. I feel like just knowing that lots of different elements can come together from all of us and it just comes out with a sound, I think is brilliant. I think sometimes you just listen back and just like, oh, God, you did that. You did that. And then for me, I think it's also just seeing people being able to connect with the Father through our ministry is priceless for me, because every time you go to somewhere and you see somebody that is literally listening to the words of your songs or has messaged us and said, oh, we watched your living room session and
it's got me through like,
and it got me through a tough time, just like,
wow,
okay, at that point it doesn't even have to be to the masses. The fact that one person at least can say that they were connected to God through what we did was enough. So, yeah,
my sister said it all. Honestly, those are the joys.
Wonderful joys, wonderful joys. Miles, any thoughts from you? Do you have another question?
Do you know what? This is the law of averages. Time just goes so quick.
I know.
Time. So we've got more platforms that we'd love to profile you guys on. Are you up for doing it with us?
Of course. We'll be offended if we didn't.
Now, first of all, Pastor Martin has said, look, send me your singles to my email. He's given us the email. We'll pass that on. He said he'll play all on his radio show here in the USA. Gospel.
Lovely. Oh, thank you.
88.7 FM. So
let's see that. Is that in the chat?
Yeah, it's in the chat. I'll send it.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly get that as well.
Okay, good. Pastor Martin, where are you located?
Yeah, we'll make sure. And you know what C&M is all about is creating new platforms that wouldn't normally hear your music.
Right.
And that's what this is all about. And you know, you mentioned him upstairs works in mysterious ways.
He does.
Without technology and media, in these difficult times, we wouldn't have been able to have done this. You know, we would have had to have waited possibly to the next summit, which is in October in London, which we really would love you to take part in. We would have to wait until then. But right now, we just thought, do you know what? Let's just use the platforms what we've got, both in the UK and the US, and do this. And you were one of the first that came out of Carol's lips. This is on our first Zoom.
Yeah.
We love
I did my research.
God bless you.
When I did the research, I thought, hey sister, we can actually use them more than once.
So Mark is playing your music. He's playing your music on the Soul of London, London Soul Radio. So Wednesdays and Fridays, Miles has two shows. Fridays is C&M Media and it's an inspirational show. And then Wednesdays is the Miles Crawford radio show. We've added your music there and we'll be sharing it around. So this is all.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Well, we are at the point where we say thank you to everyone that participated. Thank you to those on social media, Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook and some other platforms, thank you for tuning in. And you can watch it on the replay. It will still be there. Thank you to everyone on the Zoom. Ooh, yeah. Our theme track. Thank you to everyone on the Zoom for tuning in, joining in, participating. We appreciate that. Shekinah, thank you so much for sharing with us. It's been
thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
And I want to say a special thanks. No? Special thanks to Stephen for connecting us all. And we're going to dance it out. We're going to dance it out.
Hey.
So Joyce, thank you very much for sitting on the Zoom with us as well.
You are very welcome. I enjoyed every minute of it. I look forward to hearing from Shekinah.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be in contact.
We are not done with them. Let me tell you. Shekinah, thank you so much. And I really do. I need some voice things from you as well for my radio show. You know, so when we profile your tracks, all of your tracks, now over Christmas and New Year. You know, I'll add a bit of weight. We've got a sting from you guys as well. So thank you so much. Lovely to meet you virtually.
Lovely. Thank you.
Pleasure to guys.
You've inspired my 12-year-old daughter.
Oh, I'm so happy. That's actually beautiful. That's what we do. I'm telling you now. That's amazing. Honestly.
We love you, Ella.
We love you, Ella.
All right, everyone. We will say God bless you. God keep you. God strengthen you. And have a blessed rest of the day. Thank you so much, Shekinah. We appreciate you.
Bye, guys. Bye.